Okay, we're live from Araby, Louisiana, 2011, April 27th with Black Witch God.
One more year and the world ends. That's what they say.
So tell us about how y'all started.
Well, me and Jimmy Bauer started Black Witch God. It was like a project, side project thing. I went to his house one day, we were hanging out and picked up his guitar and he got behind the drums and we just started jamming and wrote about 3 or 4 songs and we just fucked around with it. He's real busy with Down and I Hate God and all the other bands and we kind of blew it off and me and Don tried a few times to get it back together with some other members and it didn't work out too good, so we kind of laid low. And then the last 3 months or so, or 4 months, we've been playing with brother Joe DiPadova here and Don Toscano right here on guitar and Don Pittman on fucking bass and me on drums and
Can't see you back there, Don.
public saxophone. And we've been jamming. Don just got in like last week. He picked up every song like one night. It was fucking insane. But
So how does this different from all the other projects like Christ Inversion, Necrophagia, Graveyard, Rodeo,
I would
and
say
everything else?
there's probably going to be influences that just come up, not unintentionally, because of the background, I guess. But everything I play on drums usually does sound like a lot of Rodeo and Necrophagia because of the style, I would imagine. But this new stuff, it's got more of a Sabbathy approach, more stoner rock approach, heavier stuff. I mean, we've always, grew up listening to all that shit. Sabbath, Trouble, Venom, Discharge, old hardcore. It's got that element in it as well. So
And that last tune I heard y'all practice, had that groove and then it went straight into a hardcore
Born Dead
slam
on the
song.
Sabbath. That's the first song actually that I wrote. Me and Jimmy put that together, and we wrote like 3 other ones. Right now we got 5 songs. The 5th one we're working on right now. We got a gig coming up. When, Joe? Saturday,
June 4th.
June 4th with Tony DiPadova over here on drums at Zombie Legion. We're going to be playing with them. And it's going to be at this place in Chalmette down the road, past about a half a mile past Paris Road. Am I right?
Yeah.
So, once we get that first gig rolling, flyer up all the gigs and shit, and it ought to be good. We ought to have a good turnout. The Facebook fan page is doing really well. There's a lot of response from it, a lot of positive shit just from that one little rehearsal video that we did of Enter the Devil. It's all instrumental right now because I'm still getting my stamina with the drums, because I ain't played in so long. But once I get at the level of stamina, when I feel like I can start screaming, and then I'll do the vocals. But what we're gonna record? We're gonna record. Oh! We're gonna be. I talked to Jim Bauer like last week, and we're gonna be recording with somebody he knows that has like a home studio recording thing, and he wants to get more practice with bands and stuff. Engineering them, and we're supposed to be going by his house, and he's supposed to get the guy to come over there, and we're gonna jam and record. So that'll be cool. We'll videotape that and put it up on YouTube. Watch me and Jim have a fist fight. No. But, what's up, Jim? Motherfucker.
Ah!
But anyway, that'll
exactly,
be cool. We'll get like a decent demo going and then shop it around to some major labels, I guess. And try to get some tours and some gigs with some big bands. Like, hopefully Crowbar, Down and shit like that will, hook us up with some gigs. It'll be cool.
So why don't y'all all talk about some of y'all writing style and how y'all come up with the song and y'all tracks? What about you, Joe?
I'm heavily influenced by Old Black Flag, Sabbath.
Greg
my
Ginn,
main
boy.
roots.
Greg Ginn's the fucking shit.
But y'all all come from different music styles, like
No,
different
I don't-
lightness.
I wouldn't say different, but no, because you know, when I was in my youth, I mean, it was all punk, hardcore. So, I mean, you know, with that under my belt for about, what, 15, 20 years? And then going into this, of course, my style is going to fluctuate a hardcore style, but they're all in, no, they're all into the same music we are. I mean, that's why we mesh so good. You know, it's because we all have the same taste and the same kind of outlook on what this band should fucking sound like. And we just, this is how I can put it in the simplest terms. This band, I know I Hate God's a heavy band, Crowbar's a heavy, they're all fucking awesome. And we're going to be in that league probably a whole different, a little different than that though, you know, not as tuned down and everything. More uppity, more, you know.
That's what it sounded like. It was an uppity,
more fast
jam.
approach. Of course, Crowbar's new stuff is a lot more energetic too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, in that vein, I mean, you can, if you want to compare it to anybody, but if you listen to us and get acquainted with the songs, you're gonna hear a lot of different sound and shit that you don't normally hear. So, I guess that's the Graveyard Rodeo coming out of me. You know, that helps too, because that band was very original. That band influenced every fucking band from Louisiana. So
it's kind of funny that where y'all practicing is in the same spot where it all came from.
yeah, I know.
Like the slab is where everybody
all the bands
kind of spawned out, all the whole scene.
Yeah, Phil practiced in here for years, man. So, you know, we practiced in number 4, the one y'all in. I think number 4, right? The one y'all practicing? Yeah, Graveyard Rodeo. We played in there for like 5 years. You know, we practiced up for the '93 European tour that we did, and that was cool. Oh, I was spoiled about that shit, man.
And I always found it kind of cool how Araby spawned a lot of the scene, and
it's weird.
you know,
You would think it would be New Orleans and, you know, shit like that, but
go over the bridge.
you got Soul and Green.
Across the canal.
Yeah, Soul and Green from Chalmette. Graveyard Rodeo from Araby, you know. You got I Hate God from...
It's Shell Shock.
Shell Shock.
Hatch Boy.
Even the new band, Harp, Araby.
Really?
Fucking Araby.
Harp is from Araby?
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that.
Shaman.
Something in the water.
There you go. You know what I mean?
That's why I come get Aaron's Donuts. They taste good.
I remember Phil. Yeah,
Still, I remember that.
Tungsten. I ain't seen Tungsten.
Al
in
Hodge?
years. Tungsten's killer, dude. They really are. But like, yeah, I mean, I remember Phil said one time, it was funny, he said the bands in Chalmette and Araby are so killer because of the chemicals that they inhale.
Which is a lie.
And we're surrounded by a lot of chemical plants, you know what I mean? It's like,
I know
not
what-
here especially, but like way down the road, there's like,
Oh, when I was pulling in, I could smell Murphy oil.
they got this area called Cancer Alley, dude. It's literally called Cancer Alley.
Is that going up to Violet?
I know like 3 or 4
Well,
people that died with brain tumors, like 3 or 4 brain tumors in their heads. It's like, fucked up.
Jesus.
I would never move that. Don't drive through there either.
Where is it?
It's like
Exactly.
you drive through like the area where Murphy Oil is, and then you got these gas.
Oh, I grew up in that area. Oh, well.
You got Mobile and all this other shit, and they always got these weird smells in the air. And
Yeah,
shit.
that's at that little side street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's benzene. That's what you smell.
Is that what it is?
That's where I live.
Influenced the music, chemicals.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, we wanted to do this little interview thing just so people could, you know, hear where our heads are at and what the fuck's going on. You know, so yeah, I'm back into it full swing now.
Well,
you know,
it really
It's
sounds
great.
good with all y'all guys. So
Yeah,
promising sound.
It pulled me out of my drought, man. I was in a deep depression for a long time, man. Put on weight and all. It's like I'm losing it now. So, but it was horrible going through not playing and not being productive. It's horrible. I got back into it. You know, it took me a little while, you know, at first, and then when I heard the band, I'm like, whoa, this is worth my attention.
Cool.
So, there you
Cool.
go.
Black Witch
Well, this is Black Witch God, Araby, Louisiana.
June 4th. We would be playing
June
live
4th.
June 4th at the warehouse in Chalmette.
Check on the Facebook Black Witch God group, whatever, and it'll tell you all the information. Let's check it out.